Zinn banging off the wall a little bit at the top of the mountain. Junior able to open up a bit of a gap now. It's going to move Joey Jr. 1 second up on Zinn as it carries on. Sosnowski now lurking not too far back of Zinn. And he's going to look to try and close that.
Speeding penalty and they're in the pits like that, Joey. That was nuts.
Zinn on the radio trying to figure out how Joey Jr. leapfrogged him in the pits. So we pick up Paulo Langer. Paulo now 8/10 back of Mark Miller. Mark Miller falling a bit of a ways back of this pack he was battling with earlier on. Paulo up 2 spots in the day. Closing in on the back of Mark Miller. He's got it down to 9/10 now, separated between them. Pick up Todd Alia back on track. Did Todd forget to select his quick repair? His damage is not fixed on his car. Todd with a crucial mistake out there. He's now fallen into the clutches of Adrian Adams, not too far back now. Adrian trying to put some pressure on the back bumper of Todd. The battle for 10th spot overall, final place in the top 10. Todd Alia currently holding on to it. Adrian Adams want to take it away. So see Paul Slavonic back up into P2. Lemke down to P3. They've got Joey Jr. starting to reel them in. Joey now only 1.5 seconds back of Brian Lemke. Joey Jr. trying to make his way up to possibly P2. Let's take a look at what happened to Roman Bykov earlier on. Roman was battling Zachary Rubin. Looks like he fell off the back of that pack. So he's heading up the hill. He a little too. Oh, he just loses the back end of that Porsche. Taps the wall. It's like Diaz gonna have to make a move. Or sorry, Sherman make a move on the outside. Estevez gets slowed up in time. Roman doing the Austin Powers U-turn maneuver. Joey Jr. continues to reel in Brian Lemke. As we're down to 6 minutes to go, he might be running out of time to reel them in. Adrian Adams still lurking at the back of Todd Alia. Todd doing well to hold him off with that damage. We have a battle here between Christopher Perez and Jason Estevez. That's for 19th spot. Saw them having to navigate around Roman Bykov. Looks like Roman has gotten back by them though. So I'm not sure what happened there, but Ryan Lemke managed to stall Joey Jr.'s assault on his position. Joey holding stagnant in 4th place, 1 second back of Lemke up ahead. We're into the final 5 minutes. Hopefully all of our drivers took on enough fuel to make it the final stretch of the race. Todd Elia feeling a lot of pressure from Adrian Adams now. Adrian right on the back bumper of Elia. Kevin Mead lurking not too far behind in the background. Joey Jr. able to take a bite out of Lemke's gap. It's now only 3/10 separating the two of them, even less now as Lemke having to drive in his mirrors. Joey Jr. is there filling it full of Lamborghini Huracan. Joey Jr. not close enough to make a move. See if he has anything for him coming into the final couple corners here. Lemke holding him off as it stands. See Paul Slavonic just ahead of this battle in 2nd spot. He's loving to see this in behind. That's going to allow him to hold on to that gap between he and Lemke. 3 minutes to go in this one. 3 minutes. Lemke takes a little wide, gets a little loose on the curbs, keeps it off the wall though. That's going to allow Joey Jr. stay tight on the back bumper. Joey Jr.'s there trying to force a mistake out of Lemke. Lemke so far holding strong. Here they go, down the S's again. Little brush to the wall here, little brush to the wall there, and off they go. This is our closest battle on the track. We'll stick with it for now. Well, Bykoff has closed up on the back of Sherman. That's a battle for 17th place. Roman's still about 6/10 back of Mark Sherman as it stands with a minute to go. Let's check quickly on Barney, our flagman here, to see if we can see if he's got the white flag out. If we're going to do one more run. Don't see it as it stands. Let's see if we can pick up our leader, DJ Allison Green. Okay, we're on the final lap here now as our leader, DJ, has just crossed the line. We are on the final lap. This is the last chance for our drivers to try and make a move. See if Joey Jr.'s got anything to offer for Lemke here now for P3. Lemke able to hold that gap off now at 3/10. Using the BMW horsepower to hold that Lamborghini at bay. See, Philip Adams and Russell Elizondo have had to pit again. Not sure if it's for issue or if they did not fuel enough. They're both in the pits on the final lap. See, Joey Jr. still trying to find a way around Lemke here as they head up through Skyline for the final time. Junior's there if there's a mistake to be had, but Lemke holding strong. Lemke wants to maintain that final spot on the podium. Our leader, DJ Alessandrini, heading down Conrad Straight for the final time. Joey Jr. not close enough to make a move. Unless he can massively outbrake Brian Lemke at the bottom of the hill here. Lemke should be able to hold on to P3. See if Junior makes a dive. He's not going to. There we see DJ Alessandrini is going to come across to take the win. Paul Slavonic rounds the final corner here now. He'll take P2. Lemke going to hold off Slavonic
Great race, Paul.
for P3. Should pick up Paul Langer in 8th spot currently.
Like an invisible wall.
Check this final battle here between Todd Alia and Kevin Mead heading into the final section.
Yeah,
Mead trying to fill the mirrors, thinks about a late dive. Alia's going to hold him off.
Yeah, I hit like an invisible wall and it like shoved me too far right from my pit stall.
Probably where your picture was.
Adrian Adams coming through the final set of corners. Pick up Sean Giroux. Sean started out having a good day, a little rough day after he a little bit of a whoopsie at the top of the mountain. He's going to bring it home, looks like in P15. Pick up Roman Bykov, Mark Sherman. Looks like Sherman going to find a way to hold off Bykov across the line.
It's like 5 feet from the wall.
Chris Perez, our only Mercedes in the field, coming across the line in P20th. Chris Treiber and Fozzie Fazillo into the final couple corners here now. Their final drivers are waiting for it to cross the line.
Up for some Hungry Jacks.
Mr. Treiber's going to cross in 21st. Fazillo into the final corner. Across the line he goes. That should do it for our drivers. We can now take a look at our final grid. Or final standings, sorry. As we saw, DJ Alessandrini brings it home with the win. Paul Slavonic in second. Lemke rounds out the top three. Joe Jr. just outside the podium in fourth. Brian Zinn in fifth. Chad Sosnowski brings it home in sixth. Mark Miller seventh. Paul Langer in eighth. Jay Warren comes home ninth. Todd Alia with that banged up car nurses it home to P10. Kevin Mead in 11th. Zachary Rubin comes home in 12th. Morgan Smith in 13th. Adrian Adams in 14th. Sean Giroux brings it home top 15 in P15. Philip Adams 16th. Mark Sherman comes home 17th. Roman Bykov in 18th. Jason Estevez 19th. Christopher Perez in 20th. Rounding out the top 20 for Christopher. Then we have Chris Treiber, Fozzie Fazillo round out the top 22. And then we have our drivers who are lapped down, and myself who did not race. Good, welcome to myself, but congratulations everybody. Now let's take a quick look here at what we had for incidents in this one. Let's see, let's start it off with Fozzie Fazillo. Do you have an issue on the pace lap here, possibly? Lap 1. Fozzie in the blue and white Porsche. Oh, so he just gets into the back of... Oh, I think that was Chris Treiber just ahead. See if we can take another look at what happened there. If we can get another view here. Chris Treiber in the yellow and gray Porsche just ahead. Looks like Fazillo just doesn't quite brake in time. Catches the back end of him. See if we can find the chopper cam here. Yeah, we'll have to see what the stewards say about that. Generally, they don't look kindly on first lap incidents. See, it looks like Chris Treiber might have had another incident after that car got banged up. Oh, he just loses the back end. Cold tires and first lap issues don't go together. Todd Alia, I think we had a look at this one earlier, unless this is another incident, but I think this is the same one. Heading down in through the S's, the back of that Porsche gets a little light off into the wall for him. Somehow he brings that car home, 10th spot. This is done by him. Take a look at what happened to Phillip Adams here. Oh, we had a look at this one too as well. We have a connection issue for Joshua Soto there. Phillip Adams, the unfortunate recipient of the warp factor punt by Joshua Soto. Myler DiArujo, let's see what happened to him. Looks like he's heading up through Skyline. Starting to come down into the S's. Oh! Too far on the inside, tags the wall, tags the outside wall, and that was all she wrote for Mr. DiArujo. Russell Elizondo, a little bit of an off track. I believe we caught this one during the race. That allowed Zachary Rubin, Roman Bykov, and Morgan Smith to get around. And then Mark Sherman said, I want to do that too. So Elizondo had a crash after this. Let's see what happened to Russ. A day that started out promising, going awry really quick here for Russ. Oh, similar to what we saw Todd Alia happen back into that Porsche. Just gets loose and swings around. Not much you can do when that starts to happen. Let's take a look at Roman Bykov. Another Porsche. Could be another similar incident. Just loses the back end of that car. Little tag on the wheel, and then he has to do the Austin Powers 20-point turn to get out of that sticky situation. Adrian Adams, as he's trying to chase Todd Alia up ahead. Adrian gonna rub the wall. Oh, loses the back end. Just a light hit for the most part. He's able to get it turned around. Oh, Zachary Rubin coming up behind Morgan Smith. Adrian holds onto it before he gets turned around. Nicely done. And then that was it. So all in all, not a whole lot of incidents. A lot of single car spins. We only really had, was it two incidents where we had a couple cars get into each other. So overall for Bathurst, it could have been a whole lot worse than what it was. So congratulations to everyone out there. And that'll do it for us for this week. We will see you next week where we head to. Where are we off to next week? Next week brings us to Misano. So 2 weeks left. We have Misano next week, and then we finish it up at the Temple of Speed, also known as Monza. We will see you then.